right, a little bit of Armageddon today. First off, thanks for watching the video. If you can, like and subscribe to the channel, putting out more contest prep related content as the weeks go on. But in any event, doing some high octane arms today. I also apologize for my voice. I am suffering from a bit of a sore throat. So starting out with some press downs, we are doing 4 sets of 25 just to get everything in tune and get the triceps warm, get the elbows warm, regardless of the fact that even though we are coming up on the summer months, it's still imperative that you get a good warm up in. So you may feel good, after handling some lighter weight. But in any event, you want to make sure that you get a lot of blood in the muscle so you can make that muscle perform optimally as you progress throughout this workout. Now, also, something else to keep in mind, there's a difference between warm-up sets and feeder sets. So I consider this whole 4-set sequence warm-up sets, right? That's just me personally. There are no feeder sets. We're just going straight into 4 sets of 25, right? So once our 4 sets of 25 are over, that's it. Then when you go on to your next exercise, if you want to do them in the format that I did them at, you would do 1 warm-up set, which is for the second movement, I'll say around about 10 to 15, maybe 15 to 20. But I'll say 10 to 15 since you've already jacked up the volume on your tricep. Then you're going to do your 3 to 6 reps. And then if you're going very heavy, you may even hit it for a double. So with these close grip bench presses following the tricep press downs, this went about, I believe I did about 10, 12 reps. Then I dropped it down a little bit. Then I dropped it down a little bit more. And I overshot on one set, thinking that I could get 275 for more than 3, but I didn't. So I dropped the weight down to something more manageable at 225 and then just went for the reps and for the pump. But understand that there is always a difference between warm-up sets and feeder sets and work sets. Your work sets are the main thing that you're worried about. Those are what's going to help you build the most muscle. Those are going to help you put on the most size, gain the most strength. Whereas your feeder sets and your warm-up sets are really getting you neurologically prepared and your muscles are ready to push that weight or to pick that weight up. So as long as you understand the basic tenets of those concepts, you should be okay. Now, let's say, for instance, Larry, I don't want to do any feeder sets. I want my warm-ups all to be the same straight through. Okay, fine, no problem. Well, here's what I'm going to recommend to you, is that if you're going to make your warm-up sets the same rep range all the way through, then you should probably look at lowering your work set weight. That's just me personally. With warm-ups and feeders, you don't want to waste too much energy. You don't want to kill yourself. So, for instance here, 275, I would be able to rep out on any decent day other than today. I only got 3 reps. But even still, with performing the 275, I still backed down and went for 225 for reps. So you don't want to make anything extraordinarily difficult in those warm-up sets or those feeder sets. So again, keep that in mind as you progress through these arm workouts. Next thing we're going to be covering is something that's a favorite of mine that I haven't used a whole lot of, but I did use it today. It's the rest pause drop set. What is a rest pause drop set? So you have to think of a rest pause set. If you're familiar with DC training, that's pretty much what popularized it and brought it back into the new school. But if you're looking for a rest pause drop set, you're going to attack this like a normal rest pause, right? But then what's going to happen is that once you reach failure, because you're going to do 3 rest pause sets, once you hit failure on that second rest pause, then that's when you're going to drop the weight, go to failure again, rack it up, 15 to 20 seconds rest, then push again. Is it difficult? It can be. I think it is. It was definitely a bitch for this, but I feel it will definitely help a lot of people force a lot of blood in the muscle and, get stronger overall. Like I said, it is a very difficult program or a very difficult technique, and it's certainly not for everybody. But I feel that if you could do this, I mean, there's really nothing else you can't do. So I haven't tried this with a lot of movements, but I do like these for the hammer incline press. I like them for the hammer decline press. I like them for the tricep dip. I like them for the nebula or prime or whatever you want to call it. Machine curl, the strive machine curl. So that's what I'm a fan of. Those old school Gold's Gym body in the sands that I used to like a lot. But in any event, I exposed my homie JT to him. He survived, which is more than I can say for his arms. And now we get to the next point. When you're dealing with arm training or anything like that, for some reason, arm training has fallen out of the good graces of people. It's fallen out of vogue. It's not cool to do arms anymore. And I'm here to challenge everybody that's listening to this video. Don't fall into that bullshit line of logic, all right? Arm training is fucking great. It's literally one of the greatest things on the fucking earth. I just, I'm not sure why this disdain for arm day just all of a sudden came up. Y'all need a hug or something is what I'm trying to figure out. But in any event, it's probably a Mayor Chicago type question. But in any event, finished off with triceps with the tricep dip for the rest pause drop set. And he was just like, I can't believe my arms are this pumped. I'm like, yeah, because if he's playing defensive back at Peru State, he's not going to need super big arms. I think he should get some, but we're going to keep working on him. But in any event, that's how the day went, and we're just going to proceed on to the next movement. Now, I mess with these bicep curls a lot. I feel they hit the bicep, almost perfectly, because you're pulling the handle behind your head, and that's where the strongest contraction is going to be. So if you have this machine in your gym, if you have a variation of this machine, don't be prudy, don't be a softy. Get that in there. This is a great machine. And, I think Hammer Strength did a similar piece with it, but they had it accessible to everybody. But I definitely felt a difference having my back to everybody. So, that's just my thing. And make sure you guys do your history on Arsenal Strength. And make sure you do your history on anything that's plate loaded like Prime. Strive is the original OG line that was eventually gotten rid of. But Strive is phenomenal. Prime is phenomenal. And this bicep curl is absolutely phenomenal. You can get some really big arms off of this. Bottom peg, we're holding at the top for about 2 seconds and releasing. Middle peg, we're doing constant tension and just doing an outright 10 to 12. Top peg, we're doing a 3-second negative where your partner is going to lift the weight, quote unquote, or just push that black tab down, and you do a 3-second negative and you just go to failure. So got that from Jordan Peters across there in the pond. I've seen a lot of people I like over there use that as well. So I do like this machine. I think the Prime Edition is also great with some updated features, of course. And yeah, that's what we're looking at right now, man. So again, thanks for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you have the ability to do so, please like and subscribe to the channel. Like and subscribe to the channel. I'm also selling programs, a program bundle by the name of Pitbull and Tenacity Strength training book. And that is $60 for the bundle. I have another one coming out, but that one is going to be a little bit more expensive than the bundle. So if you're interested in the bundle, please get at me. But definitely working hard to get you guys some good training resources and at an equitable price. Nothing that'll be priced out the ordinary. So I want to thank my training partner for the day, Jalen Tate. He is a football player at Peru State University in Peru, Nebraska. He is also my fraternity brother, a Spring 19 initiate of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity Beta, well, I'm sorry, not Beta Upsilon, Tau Kappa chapter, as he is undergrad. So we're going to work to get some size on him, make him a beast on the field. But definitely got to have a pair of big arms outside of that blue-ass uniform he got on. Talk about that. I know, dog, you can't control their jerseys, but I just had to give you a little bit of haze as I have a blue sweater on. But mine is Dragon Ball, so whatever. But thanks for joining me. I hope you guys have a great evening because this upload is going up a little bit late. May you all be motivated in everything that you do. Remember to pray and get your food in. Eat your goddamn food. All right? Y'all take care.